everyone, this is Samantha from the Dancing Soap Dish, and today we're looking at single-use soap. So what is single-use soap? Well, basically it's really tiny thin slivers of soap that you can use with the aim of just using them once. So if you're on holiday or camping, or you like a hard soap to carry around in your handbag as opposed to hand sanitizer or a soft soap that might leak around your bag, then you can make these little single-use soaps. So the trick to these particular ones that I'm making today is actually to use a macaron mat. Some people like to just fill up a big tray with soap and use a cookie cutter and stuff like that, but you get a lot of wastage and it takes a bit of time. So this is a really quick and easy way to make single-use soap with melt and pour soap base. So as you can see here, I have a macaron mat. Now this is supposed to be used for baking, those little meringue macaron cookies that you can get. But what I'm going to do is use it to, basically as a soap mold. So you can see the edges here have a slight raised edge around the shape. So I found this really cute one that's got teddy bear faces and hearts and stars. And basically I'm just going to pour a tiny bit of melt and pour soap inside each one of these shapes, and I will be able to then pop off these little single-use soaps. As you can see, they're really thin, and each one only weighs about 2 grams. So if you want to use these, to have a shower at your campsite or whatever, you can basically discard what's left if there's anything left, and there's really little wastage. So that's why they come in really handy. I've made mine out of beautiful rainbow colors. What's great is I've actually just used some leftover soap that I had from another project that I did, and they're scented in a range of beautiful essential oils as well. I like to store mine in little metal canisters that you can just get. I got mine from the craft shop, and you can fill them up with all your little soaps. Fits quite a few, and then you can pop that in your handbag, or you can take that on holiday with you, and you've got a good stash of soap to keep you going. Okay, so now I'm going to start pouring my soap onto my macaron mat. I've got my isopropyl alcohol here, rubbing alcohol, that's ready to go because I'm going to need it. And I've just got some basically some scraps left over from another project I did that I'm going to use to pour the soap. So I've got my soap in one hand, and I'm going to hold my bottle of alcohol in the other hand. And as I pour it, if it's having trouble spreading into those other, sort of extremities of the shape, I'm going to give it a spray with my alcohol, and that will help it spread evenly to those spots. See how that's helping there? Doesn't matter if I go a little bit over the edge. I mean, it's a pretty small lip, so it's hard not to go over the edge. But what I will do when it's dry is I'll be able to just peel anything that spills out over the edge off, and I'll still have a perfect shape. There you go. And I'm going to move on to my other colours now. And there you have it, a mat full of single-use soaps. I've got 27 here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them for about 20 minutes or so to fully set, and then I'll show you how to pop them off. Okay, here we are. It's been 20 minutes later. And these, as you can see, are set solid. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start picking off all the little bits that I've over poured around the place. See how they just easily pop off the mat from around the shapes that I've done. And this green one here that I got a little bit overzealous with when I was doing the pouring. Should be able to just use my fingernail to find the edge. And scrape that away. So these look beautiful and bright and colourful, and they really are ridiculously easy to pop off the mat. Just basically pick the mat up, push from behind, and they're just popping straight off for me. There's a little bit, it shows you how the back looks. That's the front. Beautiful row of rainbow teddy bears there. See how this one here has a little bit of extra soap here? I can just pull that away with my fingernail. These are still quite soft because I've only left them for 20 minutes, but they will continue to harden further. So make sure you lay them flat. There we go, that's all of them. All my beautiful little single-use soaps.